In the soft, pre-dawn light of August 31st, 1978, New-Tatar Sloboda lay in a tranquil slumber. The silence that enveloped this quaint American town was as thick as the mist that rose from the fields. A town where the sun kissed the earth and bathed its people in a golden glow, but today, that illusion of innocence would be shattered. The tranquility was pierced by an ominous rumble, like distant thunder echoing through the heartland. The sky, once filled with stars, was now painted in hues of crimson and gold as the first light broke through the horizon. But the day that dawned would not be one of hope or renewal. Instead, it would bring chaos, destruction, and fear. A mob, numbering at least 50, emerged from the industrial microdistrict known as Thermal Control. Their faces were obscured by hoods and masks, their eyes burning with an unquenchable fire. As they marched, the air grew heavy, charged with a palpable energy that seemed to crackle like electricity. The unsuspecting town watched in horror as the mob descended upon them. Stores were ransacked, windows shattered, cars overturned, and buildings torched. The once peaceful streets of New-Tatar Sloboda were now scenes of devastation, the calm before the storm replaced by a cacophony of screams, sirens, and the thunderous footsteps of the invading horde. In the heart of the chaos stood Mayor William Johnson, his eyes filled with disbelief and despair as he watched the town he loved burn. The golden sun that had once bathed New-Tatar Sloboda in light now seemed to mock the destruction it was witnessing. The idyllic peace was shattered, and the once tranquil town of New-Tatar Sloboda would never be the same again. The morning of August 31st, 1978, marked the dawn of destruction for this American town. As the sun rose higher in the sky, so too did the body count. Innocent lives were lost, and the community was left to grapple with the unthinkable reality that evil had taken root within their midst. The city itself seemed to bear witness to the carnage, struggling to comprehend the truth that lay before it, that beneath its golden glow, secrets and shadows lurked just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. As dusk descends upon New-Tatar Sloboda, the town is shrouded in an eerie stillness, its once vibrant streets now echoing with the whispers of its tormented inhabitants. The sun's golden glow has receded, leaving behind a cold, foreboding darkness that seems to seep into every corner of this once peaceful place. In the heart of the town square, Mayor William Johnson stands, his silhouette stark against the fading light. His eyes, weary, determined, scan the damaged buildings and overturned vehicles, as if seeking answers in the broken remnants of his beloved city. He is a man on a mission, driven by an unyielding quest for justice and the truth that lies hidden beneath the surface of New-Tatar Sloboda. The air is thick with the lingering scent of fear and despair, mingling with the familiar sense of freshly baked bread and roasting corn. The town, it seems, is holding its breath, waiting for the next revelation in this unfolding tragedy. In the quiet corners of the town, hushed conversations can be heard, voices barely above a whisper as people exchange stories and theories about the mysterious alliance known only as Tap-Lap. Some speak of them as protectors, their presence a comforting shadow in the night. Others speak with trepidation, their words laced with suspicion and fear. The whispers grow louder, spreading like wildfire through the town, fueled by the collective anxiety and uncertainty that grips New-Tatar Sloboda. The once peaceful community is now a simmering pot of mistrust and paranoia, its residents unable to shake the feeling that they are being watched, that the shadows around them harbor secrets and lies. As darkness fully envelopes the town, it seems as though New-Tatar Sloboda itself is holding its breath, waiting for the truth to reveal itself. Mayor William Johnson, driven by his relentless pursuit of justice, delves deeper into the shadows, seeking answers in the darkest corners of this once idyllic town. The fate of New-Tatar Sloboda hangs in the balance, as the city grapples with the sinister truth that lurks beneath its tranquil surface. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange hue over New-Tatar Sloboda as the town mourned the loss of Emily Johnson. The streets echoed with a collective silence, broken only by the occasional wail of a mother, her sorrow resonating through the stillness. Mayor William Johnson, his heart shattered, walked these desolate streets, each step a reminder of his lost daughter and the promise she held for a bright future. The community's once vibrant spirit lay dormant, as if suffocated by the weight of tragedy. The wheat fields that had danced in the summer breeze now stood lifeless, mirroring the town's sorrowful state. In the Johnson household, the empty room where Emily had spent countless hours dreaming and laughing now served as a constant reminder of her absence. As days turned to weeks, Mayor Johnson's grief-stricken face became etched with determination. The investigation into his daughter's death consumed him, pulling him deeper into the city's labyrinthine secrets. He pored over police reports, interviewed witnesses, and delved into the shadows that had always lingered beneath the town's surface. The mayor's tireless pursuit of justice was a beacon of hope for New-Tatar Sloboda. Residents looked to him with a mixture of admiration and fear, wondering what darkness he might uncover next. The whispers of taplap continued to reverberate through the town, casting a chilling pall over the community. Yet in the depths of his despair, Mayor Johnson found an unexpected ally, Emily's best friend, Samantha Davis. With quiet strength and unwavering loyalty, she stood by his side, helping him navigate the treacherous waters of New-Tatar Sloboda's hidden underworld. As they delved deeper into the investigation, they unearthed a tangled web of lies and deceit that threatened to consume not only their town, but also those who sought to uncover the truth. The story of Emily Johnson was one of tragedy and resilience, of a community's search for justice amidst despair. As Mayor William Johnson continued his quest, he found solace in the memories of his daughter and the hope that her spirit would guide him through the darkness. And as the town watched, they too held on to the belief that the truth would eventually come to light and bring healing to the shattered dreams of Emily Johnson. Scene 4. The Silent Confessions. Under the veil of a somber New-Tatar Sloboda, whispers of truth begin to surface. Clues, once hidden in plain sight, start to coalesce, painting a disturbing portrait of deception. The once unbreakable bonds within the community are tested as alliances crumble and trust dissipates like morning mist. The investigators delve deep into the murky waters of the town's collective conscience, unearthing secrets that had long been buried beneath layers of denial and self-preservation. The once impenetrable web of lies begins to unravel, revealing a tangled tapestry of betrayal and guilt. In the heart of this labyrinthine maze, the upstanding pillars of society stand accused, their reputations tarnished by the stench of deceit. Friends, neighbors, even family members find themselves ensnared in the widening net of suspicion, their allegiances questioned and loyalties tested. The air is thick with tension as the townsfolk grapple with this harsh reality. Each whispered word, each furtive glance, serves to fan the flames of doubt that threaten to consume them all. The once tranquil streets echo with hushed conversations and clandestine meetings, a cacophony of guilt and fear. Mayor William Johnson, his face etched with lines of grief and determination, continues his relentless pursuit for the truth. Each new piece of evidence he uncovers serves as a painful reminder of Emily's lost future and the darkness that has taken root within the very heart of New-Tatar Sloboda. As the days stretch into weeks, the once peaceful town is consumed by an insidious suspicion that gnaws at the foundations of its very existence. The line between friend and foe blurs, as the truth remains shrouded in shadows and deceit, forcing each resident to confront their own role in this dark tragedy. In the midst of this moral quagmire stands Emily's best friend, Samantha Davis. Her eyes, once full of innocence, now mirror the town's collective pain and fear. As she grapples with her own guilt and the weight of the truth, she finds herself at a crossroads, torn between loyalty and justice. The fate of New-Tatar Sloboda hangs in the balance as the investigators race against time to unravel the tangled web of lies that threatens to destroy it. As the town stands on the precipice of truth and redemption, one question echoes through the silent streets. Will justice prevail, or will the darkness consume them all? In the hushed silence of the courtroom, the tension was palpable as the jury filed in, their faces unreadable masks behind the veil of secrecy they had donned during deliberations. The judge, a stern-faced man with steel-gray hair, called for order and announced that the verdict was at hand. With bated breaths, the townsfolk waited, their eyes never leaving the jury box. As the foreperson rose to speak, a hush fell over the courtroom like a shroud, as if even time itself held its breath. The words that followed were a balm to some and a dagger to others, striking at the heart of the emotional maelstrom that had gripped New-Tatar Sloboda for months. The jury's decision, delivered in measured tones, was a verdict that would echo through the years and reverberate in the hearts of the people. Guilty. The young men stood, their expressions a mix of shock, disbelief, and raw anger. As the handcuffs were slapped onto their wrists, a collective gasp filled the courtroom, punctuated by hushed whispers of relief and condemnation. The mob that had terrorized New-Tatar Sloboda was finally being held accountable for their actions. But as the judge banged his gavel and declared the trial adjourned, a dark cloud descended over the courtroom. For while justice may have been served, the question lingered in everyone's minds. What price would be paid for this victory? The young men's families, their friends, and even some of the townsfolk questioned whether the verdict was just or if they were sacrificing the very fabric of their community to appease a mob's rage. The days that followed saw the town divided along these lines, as the people of New-Tatar Sloboda grappled with their consciences and weighed the cost of justice against the promise of unity. The once peaceful town was now a battleground for moral convictions and emotional turmoil, as the shadows of doubt and suspicion threatened to consume them all. Yet amidst the chaos, there were beacons of hope. Mayor William Johnson, Emily's father, stood resolute in his pursuit of justice, even as he struggled with the guilt that gnawed at his soul. His strength served as an inspiration for others who sought to heal their town and move forward, searching for a way to bridge the gaping chasm that had been created by the events of that fateful day. As the sun set over New-Tatar Sloboda, casting its golden rays upon the town once more, it seemed as if hope might yet prevail. But as the shadows lengthened and the night closed in, one could not help but wonder, would justice truly bring healing to this wounded town, or would it only serve to fan the embers of discord that smoldered beneath the surface? The struggle for truth, justice, and redemption had only just begun. As the courtroom empties, a palpable sense of unrest hangs in the air. The sun sets, casting long shadows that stretch across the cracked concrete floor, echoing the fractured spirits within this city of thermal control. The silence is deafening, punctuated only by the distant tolling of church bells, a melancholic reminder of lives irrevocably altered. The once bright walls now bear the heavy weight of secrets and guilt, as if burdened with the collective sins of an entire town. In the heart of this desolate scene, one man stands tall, Mayor William Johnson, father to Emily, victim of a modern-day nightmare. His eyes are glassy with unshed tears, but his resolve remains unwavering. As he turns away from the courthouse, his silhouette is etched against the fading light, a symbol of hope amidst the chaos. Elsewhere in the city, whispers ripple through the darkened streets. Some speak of justice, others of vengeance. But beneath it all, there exists a shared sentiment, a recognition that this tragedy serves as a grim reminder of the potential for evil lurking within even the most innocent corners of society. The people of New-Tatar Sloboda are left to grapple with their own complicity in creating this modern-day nightmare. As they struggle to make sense of the senseless, they find solace in the indomitable human spirit's unyielding quest for justice, no matter how elusive it may be. In the quiet aftermath of this harrowing ordeal, a city shaken to its core finds itself at a crossroads. Will they embrace the darkness that has seeped into their souls, or will they choose to rise above, united in their pursuit of truth and redemption? The story of New-Tatar Sloboda serves as both a cautionary tale and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, reminding us all that even in the darkest of times, there remains a glimmer of